Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Welcome, chat. How's it going? Welcome, guys. Let's just share with our community members. Let's just go for a nice trading day, everyone. How's it going on a happy Wednesday? What's happening on the markets? Well, we are in the lows. We are speaking about 500 point difference to break the lows. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Welcome, guys. 500 points different to break the lows. Sounds pretty terrible to me. Daily, weekly, VWAP. Let's have a look into the details of it. Trading below the weekly VWAP, sitting on 17,450s. We're trading below the daily opening, but below the weekly opening, we're trading below everything that we've got, including 200 EMA for the 5 minutes. We're basically, good morning, everyone, trading below everything that we got. That's where we are without any scheduled new. Actually, we got the FOMC minutes, guys. Sorry. For Wednesday, we've got the FOMC minutes starting at 2 p.m. EST time. So far away from now. Far away from now. Interesting times out here. We're going to trade our top 1 futures and our Ticktick trader accounts, which are located exactly where we have finished yesterday on the stream, as usually. As usually. Pretty much flat market conditions around the corner here on the 17,000. With a lot of volatility that we have been going through. So the political side is obviously going intense from what we are able to see. And we gotta know how to protect ourselves during such conditions. That's exactly how the 5 minutes are looking like, with significant rejections appearing on the weekly opening. So I would be careful with that. Difficult situation to trade, deal with low micros. And if you have success, you can scale, but deal with low micros. 1, 2, 3. It's fine. During such days, you just gotta trade.
Order filled.
We're testing out a short here representing about 20-30 points, if that's the case. If that sort of way comes down to the retesting of the 80s, I'm gonna be very happy taking that profit all day long. Down to the 80s. Moving the stop loss to my entry. We got the fireworks ready. Still not ready with the sound with the fireworks, but they're going to be ready by tomorrow, Friday, which is also going to be the day we're having a giveaway, guys, tomorrow. You definitely want to be out here. Good morning, Oliver. Good morning, guys. Hope you're having a great time.
Order filled.
We got stopped out, of course. Not an issue. We lost 60 cents. We were doing this break even. We gotta do this on a such day, guys. Back to top One futures.
Order filled. Order filled.
Adding a little to this and looking for a bit of scalping going around right there. 20 points in the chopping area that we have. I'm gonna be fine taking the volatility in between the lines with that. Stop loss is gonna be on my entry here, guys. Stop loss on my entry. Adding
Order
a little
filled.
more to this. Decreasing the stop loss back to $100 in minus with this one. Sitting on 7
Order
micros
filled.
long, attaching a little more. Let's see if we can fly higher than this, guys. Playing it very, very tight. Tight on the stop loss. $3 with 464 on the take profit. More than 100 times ratio between the two. I'm out
Order
here. I'm not
filled.
going to hold this. $142 secured, guys. That's a good start. That's a good start. It's reliable. And of course, the market is pumping. As soon as I close my trade, as soon as I didn't held through sufficiently, however, the number one priority was to make sure that the first trade we're doing is going to be green for the day. Thank you guys, by the way, for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a great Wednesday. And a great week so far. Interesting 5-minute candle. If it ends without rejection, it's going to really be an interesting 5-minute candle. Let me look into the 1-minute chart and see if there is room here for a downtrending resistance line, which is exactly what happens right now. We actually broke out. And I wasn't aware about this. So we actually broke out of a downtrending resistance line that has been respected here for an hour and 25 minutes. We actually broke out of this and we're grinding. So the weekly opening along with a 200 EMA for the 1 minute is an interesting spot. And that sits around 70s and 100s. So that's 90 to 120 points from here, which is great. For a quick scalp before the market opens, it would be great. If the market is deciding to retest the line we broke and I get a chance through that, I'm going to be happy to jump back into my trade. What's up, Strange Nature? Hope you're having a great time. Strange Nature, these days things are totally crazy and wild in the market. So what has been working throughout the past segments of trading is not working during this stage. Very interesting. So what you guys should think about is the priority during these days is to be defensive. Right? We have to consider that we're not going to be able to make our targets during these days unless we accept to deal in a market of massive risks. So the question is it worth it? And that's something you guys, in a very particular way, have to answer to this, guys. Because obviously that's subjective. And it's kind of custom. That's an interesting spot right there with the resistance on the 17,000. Where's
Order
something
filled.
I'd like to test out a short on that. On the 17,000 resistance, guys, I'd like to test out a short.
Order filled. Order filled.
Indeed. No, we haven't reached this phase with the payouts. We started trading top 1 futures just 3 days ago. So the choppiness right there is the number 1 prediction for the day.
Order filled.
It is the number 1 prediction for the day, guys, the choppiness. That's the formula. But at the same time, tomorrow is going to be difficult. Tomorrow and Friday is going to be difficult. We're going to get a strong direction, and we're looking forward to seeing that to the upside. It depends on the news, and depends what does the market wants to hear, what does the markets wants to discover. It's always a question, what does the market fears? Which is how the protection needs to come through. Any minor retracement here is good for me. We have been shorting the top right there, slightly above the squeezing of the 17,000. Hope you're having a great time today, guys, and I hope you enjoy the beautiful week that we are spending together. This is going to be another interesting day. FOMC minutes, 2 p.m. EST time, much later than we're speaking with you. And of course, we got to see the outcome of the markets. I don't think there is going to be a strong directional move today. But again, who knows? Usually before the big news, the market is waiting for those, and it's playing with the liquidity. So that's pretty well known.
Order filled.
It is the way it is. This would be a great profit here. Taking the market slightly below 17,000 and putting together a rejection on that. Let's go, guys. It's a beautiful 1-minute reaction so far. But I'm a little bit overexposed from the way the market pressure is looking like. There's buying pressure right now under serious dominance here. Look at the 1-minute candles. We're actually very, very close to the 200 EMA, which is why it is like this. I don't know how much I spent. About $3,000 to $4,000. So we touched the 200 EMA at this point. On 70s. We're sitting on a 200 EMA 70s right there. Slightly breaking above for the moment. Weekly opening comes around. We've been rejected a few times in the past couple of minutes and hours on the weekly opening that sits around 100s. So we're going to reshort that structure on our Ticktick trader.
Order filled.
On our Ticktick trader account, we're going to reshort that.
Order filled.
We're going to actually open up a short here too. On our Ticktick one, around the level of weekly opening in 200 EMA. Thank you guys. Welcome everyone. Appreciate it. Make sure to like the video, smash that like button, and got the numbers running. 15 micros short here on the weekly opening. As soon as the market holds it, we're fine. Back into the 40s is actually a great target for me for a quick scalp on this account. And then I have to manage the other one where our trade is still open. Look at a 1 minute continuously pushing, and then you get a red candle representing 30-40 points in 30 seconds, even 10 seconds probably. Obviously this is a market manipulation in the way it looks like. Clearly that's what it looks like to me. Good morning, buddy. Good morning, guys.
Order filled. Order filled.
And basically this is wiped out. It has been an extremely low level, $1,000 till the max loss of the account. Maximum loss violation, $1,000 difference. Moving back to the ones, we're actually on grinding profit. This is not looking good right now. Gotta put a stop loss at the end of that wick, guys. We definitely need that. We gotta protect ourselves right there. Plus the 250k account here on a Ticktick, the one that is very well positioned, about $7,000 above the
order filled,
the initial balance. Really well positioned with that one.
Order filled.
Let's go, guys. Really well positioned with that one. We didn't have any reaction that was significant from the weekly opening. Just as we were pretty much shut down quite a few times already. Expecting a little more from the bears right there. Good morning, Kevin. Good morning, guys. Looking forward to a very interesting market opening right here on the Nasdaq, which is quite close to the lows. Yeah, once again. What an ugly grinding are we getting here? With another possibility of squeezing above.
Order filled.
And it has been squeezed above. That's a big one right there. We've got stopped out on this one.
Order
We're
filled.
going to be stopped out on the other one too. Interesting, guys. Very interesting. This is a very strong movement here on the Nasdaq 1 minute as we started. Performing in the breakout and not retracing at all the way to 200s, where you get the situation of the markets
Order
dealing
filled.
with the daily and the 200 EMA, guys. We're testing the daily and the 200 EMA openings. Testing out. All the way. So basically from 900s all the way to 217 equals with 300 points since we started our stream. 300 points. What a nice squeeze. What a nice squeezing, guys. We actually got more than 30 minutes till the market opening. That's a really strong position that we got right there.
Order filled.
Open up a short on the top 1 futures as well. Retesting this level.
Order filled.
Let's go, guys. Putting the stop loss on the entry right there. Or slightly above. I'm gonna take that all day long.
Order filled.
Adding a little more to this one on our Ticktick. 15 micros. Top 1 futures is sitting on 8 micros short, both sides. We're out here with shorts. Finally, some of the shorts gotta pay. Some of the shorts gotta pay something.
Order filled.
Added a little more to this one. Extremely ugly weekly candlestick. And of course, the way we got rejected during the last hours is also pretty wild. Pretty wild on the 4-hour candlestick. I mean, that's not comfortable at all. We could get the weekly open transformed right now into support, but daily and the 200 EMA definitely rejected us. We had 100 points pullback. Nvidia is opening much lower, exactly. No, actually Nvidia is opening higher. Pre-market is at 98. Opening with a gap. Interesting. We're trading on both sides. A definitely interesting situation out here. We're gonna have the stop loss above the current candle, guys, you know. We're gonna play that very tight on that account. Over here we got a little more room, but this account is gonna be very tight.
Order
filled.
No,
filled.
we're not capable. Wow, look at that dumping. Look at that pumping. Look at that pumping we're getting, guys. It's good that we've been working on a stop loss that was very tight, break even. Otherwise, look at this, guys. What's happening? We're not trading the copy trading on all the 3 accounts. We're not doing that. We're copy trading just a few every single time to have more bullets. Look at a pump we just got, guys, right here. Crazy. 120 points movement in matter of a few seconds. That's exactly what we're talking about when it comes down to such markets. Gold was nicely moving basically above the weekly VWAP, and it was pumping a lot very recently. I mean, gold has strength. Bitcoin back to 77,000. Looks for a bullish day today for BTC. And we got out here a significant reaction. So the volatility we have these days is representing 400, 500 points. This is what does the volatility represents these days for us. 400, 500 points every other hour. And that's kind of crazy. Look at a nice dumping we've got right here.
Order filled.
With an opportunity of rejection, fellas.
Order filled.
Taking this one all the way back above. All the way above. Squeezing them boys once again on 260s. Indeed. Look at a wick that we've got here. 60 points. We're trading right now momentum trading with invalidation points that are exactly below the candles we're performing. Break even quite quickly. Very important. And it's going to be around momentum these days, especially the way the market runs. You can nicely have 10, 15 points out of the momentum movements. Definitely not going to be trading the reversals these days. Momentums are getting a lot of pressure, so that's pretty comfortable. Stop loss is going to be below the wick of the candle we just established, guys. I don't want to see the markets falling below that. And we're also longing it here as well with a stop loss on the same spot. And take profit a little bit higher.
Order filled.
So we're trading on both firms, on both props. Hello Anton, welcome guys. That's right, Kevin. When you speak about a live account, it's not needing basically to be a risk taker during this days when the safety level is, and the predictability, I would say, so predictability is pretty much decreased. The unpredictability is increased these days. But it's good basically to contribute to the experienced portfolio, right? So a trader needs to experience this kind of environments as well for the long term to be successful, I think. I think this is at the end of the day becoming a healthy on the long run. Beautiful move out here. This has to be on a strong momentum, guys. right? An engulfing here of a double candlestick engulfing would actually give me a good chance here to work around a break-even point. That's exactly what we're doing. Break-even 13 micros long. Let's go with this one. Aiming for a slight breakout. We're also breaking even the other account too. The other prop firm too. Top 1 futures and Ticktick trader. Best instant funding accounts. Exiting a part here
Order
with this
filled.
one. I definitely need a profit here. And on the other side, we got a little more room, so I'm gonna let it run. I'm gonna let it run. Obviously, it builds like a shorting possibility here in the tops.
Order filled.
I exited out of 5, so I sold 5. This the price section got stuck, guys. The price section got stuck. The P&L is moving, but the price section is not moving. Look at that. You see this through live stream.
Order filled.
I'm out of the trade. It was a good trade. We recovered about $1,200, but the platform got stuck, and it created a gap right now here. So we recovered $1,300, which is definitely deserving the fireworks. Still without sound. One little tweak has to be made right there from my editor on the sound of this fireworks. It wasn't ready for today, but we're running on. This was a good one, fellas. And these are 2 very promising accounts that we've got here with about $7,000 profit above the max loss. And they're a copy traded account. So that's good. That's really good. Yeah, I know about futures desks as well. I know about future desks too. We just got a massive pump. And 15-minute, 2 dangerous levels are going to appear on 450s, weekly VWAP, and the 200 EMA. So that's something huge. Right now we're dealing with the median line too of our indicator, which is exactly the level that kept us under pressure. The yellow line rejected us so far throughout the past couple of hours. We're dealing with a yellow line right now. Usually if you're trading above the yellow line with a consolidation and a certain level of patterns, you are going basically to the upper cloud. That's where the exhaustion is going to come for day traders into the 15-minute. So that opens the doors for a nice target. Of course, it's 1,200 points from here. It's a lot. It is a lot. Yet it's doable. It is doable, guys. What's happening in the other markets? Nvidia nicely sitting on 98. Probably today is going to hunt the gap between the 110 and 105. Is going to try to squeeze into that level. It's trying to squeeze into that level. Tesla on a double bottom right here around 220s. Gold is looking amazing. DXI, they're putting pressure on DXI. They need that for the economy situation. BTC is just ranging around this levels of 70, 75. And then the big deal about the S&P 500, we're going to discover double bottom right there before the closing and a strong buying pressure with the last candle we had. S&P has a lot of the gaps on the 15 minutes to discuss with fair value representations to imbalance candlesticks. So there's a lot to be profitable from there. Let's get back to our Nasdaq. 15-minute. This is the way it looks like. So definitely not terrible at all from the current standpoint. Good. We actually recovered that $1,200 loss here on this one. Very important. With the long, we successfully pressured to the top. We've got everyone about 20 minutes to go till the US market opens. 20 minutes to go. Look at that. Look at that hammer doji. Not really about the opening on the pump side, but definitely careful with the pump or dump. More of a choppy season. You get pressured exactly by the line I drew right now on the 300s, guys. Take a look at that. Breakout, revisit. Now you confirm a really strong move right there for the next couple of hours. That's how you can do it. This is exactly what we're dealing with right now. A trending line on the 5 minutes that kept us under pressure for the whole day, with the lows that were arranged, lower lows. Exactly, guys. So on top 1 futures, I am trading basically the Project X. They have Project X. You definitely want to research. I have made a video about it on my channel, a complete review, a video about their Project X2 tutorial, a video about the payout rules. So we got 3 videos posted on my channel about Project X and top 1 futures as well, where you can find out more, including for those of you that would like to take advantage of the maximum discount, 50%. The link is right there. I'm going to pin it in the chat. 50% with the code SCRAMBO at the checkout. Big deal. Payout starts as soon as you cross 2% only. That's where the payout starts. Currently, a $400 account can bring you $5,000 payout, which is huge. Which is huge, everyone. At the same time, Ticktick Trader is running on big discounts too. Interesting spot right here for a retest of the liquidity from the highs, at least into the 260s.
Order filled.
At least into the 60s right there.
Order filled.
Not gonna go for as high as 60s, but 247. Marking with a rejection of the previous high, of the swing high we had on the 1 minute. That kind of looks juicy to me, guys. 247 right there. We're also relonging it on our
Order filled.
top 1 futures trading account too.
Order filled.
245.
Order filled.
Sitting on 11 contracts right there. Squeezing it all the way to that level.
Order filled.
And then, of course, constructing a possible range. As long as we're not seeing significant dumping back below 17,000, we're fine for today. We're fine for the moment. Morning, guys. You're not looking at the right platform. Top 1, not trader, top 1 futures. I added a link. So you're looking at the top 1 trader. That's not the prop firm. That's their mother company, but they made a new one for the futures. So that is top 1 futures. A different one. I attached you the link in the chat. You can have the link from there, and you will be able to see Project X. Morning, guys. Welcome, everyone. Let's go, guys. We got 15 minutes to go. An interesting spot that we have here. on the 200s. Possibly chopping between 17,300s and 17,200s and 150s before the US opens, before the New York opens. Let's go, guys. This is an interesting invalidation point. Interesting invalidation point here.
Order filled.
Good morning, guys. Good morning, fellas. NPC world. You're welcome. Welcome, guys. Let's go. Make sure to smash that like video, taking the numbers, bringing the markets high up to the P&L value. This is a choppiness move here, so I'm waiting to see the liquidity sweep to the highs. Liquidity sweep into 247. In terms of big pumpings, well, based on the current political environment, where the unpredictability is so high, a big pump, just like a big dump, can be expected at any point, guys. So it's not just about today or tomorrow, it's about the environment we're right now. Look at the rejection we got, 30 points just like that. Initially, I'm not gonna enjoy that rejection, but the candle has not closed yet, and it's turning back into green. Let's go, guys. This is an interesting one here. I'm out of this trade, 637 pure profit. And over here too, I'm out of this trade as well, 947, guys. This is a double winning, which is obviously deserving a strong round of fireworks. Beautiful, guys, right there with the fireworks bust at the end. Let's go, everyone. Wow. That was a great looking. That was exciting, guys. Let's go, everyone. We're speaking about a possibility here, guys, for the breakout of this downtrend that we have been going through. There is also already a discussion of a higher low here for the Nasdaq. A higher low with a breakout? What does that mean to you guys? Think about it. In 12 minutes to go for the New York opening. Make sure to hit that like button. Trades we had, it deserves it. We got good numbers. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Let's go, everyone. 60 great fellas out here. Finding support on the 200 EMA blue line is not a bad thing. It's just that you're discussing with a resistance there, but it's not disgusting. Disgusting in a non-disgusting. Thank you, Tony. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Good morning, guys. Welcome. Good stuff so far. Not the best starting, but always a bad starting goes in a great continuation. Meanwhile, a good starting could end pretty wrongly. So this is where we are today. A very interesting spot right there. These are the copy traded accounts. I like to make on this one, you know, at least $2,000. At least. That's my target is, guys. Let's go. There's the breakout possibility here for the 5-minute downtrending resistance line. So I'd like to see an opening push into the weekly VWAP 440s. $440s on that one would be lovely. It's not yet a scary resistance that we got here. Not scaring. Not yet scaring at all. Probably a strong move into 127. Right below this one here. Right below that structure. A strong rejection like that would comply with such possibility, guys. But without seeing that right now for me, I don't feel in danger.
Order filled. Order filled.
I like to go for the squeezing along with the theory of... Oops, let me just put this back. Along with the theory of breaking of and hunting the weekly VWAP 445.
Order
Just go with a
filled.
nice position on our top 1 futures
Order
prop firm
filled.
as well. We don't need more than $650, guys, to make the 1,500, and that's kind of sufficient right there. Not needing more. I need to respect my consistency value. But here we can make a lot. Here we can make up to 3,000 on the Ticktick, 250k accounts,
Order
much bigger
filled.
accounts. Look at that. We're dealing right there with a breakout. 9 minutes to go. Very interesting situation. Like, we got a bunch of openings during the past 10 days that were all... I mean, most of them were red. Most of them were red. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Make sure to like the video. We are trading on our top 1 futures and Ticktick trader prop firms, instant funding prop firms. Big and strong accounts right here.
Order filled.
Adding a little more to this. We need about $600 and so dollars. 6 minutes to go, touching 200 EMA again, something that really supported us earlier. How does the other markets are looking? Opening around 98 with Nvidia. DXI probably pushing for the lower levels. Today are probably breaking below. Gold is looking amazing, guys. If we look into the gold daily, this is a very strong reaction on the gold daily. Shows that it actually resumes the movements. It actually resumes the movements. We came all the way down to 200s right there for the Nasdaq side. S&P is also very interesting. How's it going to deal on the daily right here? But the 5,000 is definitely a level which at least temporarily should react for a swing high. Then depends, of course, political side is going to decide where does the economy and the markets are going to go. Right now, things are controlled by the sentiment of fear, and people go panic sell back and forth, which is exactly what they want you to do. There's someone buying at these levels when there's so much uncertainty and fear, and for those guys, it's not uncertainty and fear, guys. Very interesting, right? They know stuff, they know business. For them, it's not uncertainty, it's not fear. During the times, it's fear and uncertainty for the other. This is what makes them money. We gotta squeeze above this. And got a nice runner back to the resistance line, even above. You got your 200 EMA right there. Thank you guys for coming in. We have 3 minutes to go, and we are having the opening bell with the markets. Appreciate it, guys. I'm not going to underestimate the triangle we had here at some point. So this is a 120, 125, a very strong level right there. That should not be underestimated too. We have 3 minutes to go. Quite significant numbers right there. Resistance has reacted so far and confirmed. Now it's going to be very questionable. Less than 3 minutes to go till the opening. Let's take this one back and squeeze above. Everyone is shorting, guys. Everyone is having a very strong level of confidence into shorting these days. And at some point, it is no longer going to work. Shorts that were working during the past 7 days in terms of market structure and strategies will not work for a while again. The money that has been made through that way is going to be sent back, which is how usually it happens. Exactly. So above 300s, it's very interesting to discuss about shorts. But at the same time, the sweeping can nicely and easily go all the way up to 450s weekly VWAP. Careful on that one. Careful on that one. I only have to do here $670 to achieve my max profit that I need on this account, and then the other account needs a total P&L of 3,000. I'm gonna be fine with that. So looking forward to it. Markets opening near the resistance here, guys. It's going to be very interesting. A lot of liquidity above the 300s, and that liquidity is up to the 442 weekly VWAP, and less than a minute to go. Careful with your orders. 30 seconds to go. Let's go, everyone, for the opening bell. 15 seconds to go. Appreciate it, guys. Welcome. Five seconds. And here we are, everyone. Here we are, everyone.
Order filled.
Let's go. There we touched the profit. We touched the profit on the other account. 1,600 the maximum we need. And we're also squeezing to the upside here on my Ticktick 1-2. Let's go for the target, guys. About 300s. One target has been touched on this account. We brought it to 1,600. I'm not going to put fireworks right now. I do want to wait for the outcome of this account too. It was a nice 80 points movement on the opening. 2 seconds and we got into the 80 points range. Usually such wicks of the openings are not remaining untouched or unrealized, so that's why I'm not gonna be bothered by it right now.
Order filled.
Adding a little more to this. And now I can work around a lower target. 297, guys. I'm into 20 micros long. This is looking great, guys. And it's going to be a very strong session of fireworks if we hit that 297. That's what we got to hit, guys. Very close to break above the previous wick. There you go.
Order
and
filled.
we touched the target, $2,961. There you go. Let's do this, everyone. Beautiful. Sweeping above 300s. And the fireworks bust for the end. There you go, guys. 2,961 on a copy traded account. 3,000 on the follower. Beautiful. We're up. We're up a lot. 259,000. We're basically $10,000 above the max loss, guys. 10,000 above the max loss. That's great. Even the top 1 futures that we just started recently. I mean, this is slightly above the original balance, which is 150k, and we're now on 149. We didn't start it too well on this one. Yeah, this one, the 250 here on Ticktick is what has produced. What has produced. We got this accounts for a while already. We've been going back and forth. There are copy traded accounts. We've been going back and forth with them. Appreciate it, guys. Appreciate it. Welcome. Make sure to like the video. We're streaming from Monday to Friday, 1 hour before the US market starts, which means 8:30 a.m. We're starting on that. Putting together great numbers as well. Chat, you have a link. It's pinned post right there in the chat for those of you that would like to gain massive advantage with a discount on the prop firms. Massive. This instant funding prop firms. So on this one, we're not going to trade 1,600. We're fine with that. But on this one, I'd like to do a little more. So I'm going to, have a nice time here with you guys and trading smaller contracts. We're going to, do a single micro and be out here looking into the markets for the upcoming period. Nicely, we just broke out of this downtrending with lower highs and we were pressured. I told you about the weekly VWAP. Hey, buddy from Finland, appreciate it. So the prop firms are not allowing to have any form of connection and copy trade my account or any other user or client account, right? So that's pretty much not allowed to copy trade from a different user, from a different trader. You have to do your own trades. If you are discovered to be copy trading with someone through a software or through a script, through a program, you are going to lose your accounts, guys. Do not do that. You got to trade on your own. You got to have the ability to do copy trading by your own. You can do that, but you cannot employ for a commission or for a fee or whatever someone trading for you. That is not allowed. I'm definitely not suggesting you to do that. At the end of the day, it's not just about one payout, guys. Think about it long term. I'm not blaming anyone here, but I'm just trying to share educational material, right? So it's not about the short-term business here. It's about long-term. Prop firms, you have to consider them as part of your trading career at the beginnings. Then you have to trade your own accounts, personal accounts, make money through prop firms, collect 30, 50, 100 grand in a year, 2 years, 3 years. It doesn't matter. What matters is at some point you're going to have this money. Collecting from 5, 10, 15 prop firms, it doesn't matter. With some you're going to lose, with others you're going to make money. It is about long term. Collect that resource and then start working on personal accounts as well, which is our target as well, guys. Our target too. Paying a little attention here on the price section.
Order
We're going to long
filled.
this a little bit. 2 micros, not much. Going for a sweep.
Order filled.
Going for a sweep in the highs, if that's the case. I'm going to put my stop loss on the wicks.
Order filled.
That depends, guys. I haven't studied very recently the way the market looks right now. I'm going to make suggestions at some point when it's going to be the time for personal accounts brokering. But currently I'm very deep into my crypto business. My crypto business is my main business. So I've been trading crypto since 2014. We've got 11 years. But I've not been doing day trading. I've been doing swing trading. So I bought and I held for a few weeks, few months, riding longer term movements and cycles, and then I've been basically trading like that, multiplying the quantity most of the time, also doing futures with crypto too. But the idea is that I've been not doing day trading since we started with the prop firms, which is obviously a total different
Order
business
filled.
from what I see and from what we all know about. So I'm here as well, basically, to improve and become much better at this.
Order filled.
Yet something that has been functioning very, very
Order
well for
filled.
me is obviously the crypto swing trading. Which, by the way, I'm expecting right now, looking forward to seeing the markets of crypto going back into the highs.
Order filled.
Let's just squeeze above those levels, guys. About 13. We should reject falling below the channel we broke out. We should reject that. Back into the 313 would actually put me. I don't even need that much, guys.
Order filled.
That's fine. The target has been touched. 3,170. Another round. Another round of fireworks. Another round of fireworks. There you go. So this is max profit needed here. This is actually max profit needed here. Wow. Beautiful. Sweeping it all the way to 370. This is not going to end here from the way the charts are looking. And we have actually confirmed the breakout, guys. Targeting 441 with a weekly VWAP. Let's go, everyone. The markets are opening green today. Percentages have turned into green. look at the Nvidia having a gap and then finding strong support basically above the levels of VWAP. Look at that, guys. And Nasdaq is close to 441, everyone. It's close to the weekly VWAP. Great job. Thank you, Strange Nature. Appreciate it. Big numbers right there. 3,170, 1,613 on the other one. But this is very important because we got to 260k. Need to do a little more, of course. But that is a great opportunity to go out for payouts very, very soon. Whatever I make above 260 to 500 is going to be requested, and I can request. So if I have another $3,000 day, I can already start requesting money. If I have another day tomorrow like I had today, which is not going to be a surprise, I will be able to start requesting. But the fact that I have to respect the consistency is something I still have to calculate as well here. And I have to focus on that too. Breaking above the weekly VWAP. Have a look into that, guys. The market is going wild today. We have some positive movements. S&P above 5,000, finding itself in a great shape. Possibly the reverse of what we had afternoon. Possibly the reverse of that. What would you think about it? Back into the 250s for the S&P. That would be lovely. BTC is going to force and is going to hunt the breakout. Nvidia above 100 very soon, guys. The big deal is on the gold that we just broke out, making higher highs. Things are bullish for today. And we love that. Personally, I love to trade bullishness more than bearishness. $550s, guys, on Nasdaq. This is insane. $550s on Nasdaq. We talked about it. This is where I got burned in the other trades. This is where I got burned on the breakout here. I got burned. We had a trending line on the 1 minute right there, and that's 600 points away. And since that, we were just pumping. Crazy. Nvidia above 100, guys. BTC close to breaking out of 78 grand. Didn't broke out, but it's going to do it soon. Look at the 4-hour candles too. Everything looks pretty healthy right now. Pretty healthy. Gold is insane. Quickly it's going to get back into the highs and retest the all-time high. And we're all going to enjoy this. So, at some point, the whole craziness on the political tariffs is going to end. We are going to remain, guys, with the experience, education, and of course, a much better trading shape we're going to be for the upcoming days, weeks, months, and years. I'm planning to be here, guys, for a very long period of time. I'm very young. So we're going to be creating our great community and family here of trading. Good morning, guys. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, whatever. Pretty excited here with the pump we had. And you can definitely hear that from my voice, because I talk a lot more. Pretty exciting about the results too. I definitely needed this 250k accounts. This one is you know, we're down just $1,000 and we hit our max loss with this one. So we're down 1,000 today on a 250, which is not a big value. For a 250, it's not a big value. Only down 1,000 and we hit the max loss. This was, you know, almost impossible to recover. We are remaining with the other two, but both of them are strong, having 10,000 above the max loss limit, which is not going to trail. It's going to remain there. Here, we're speaking about 149, a little bit slower on the start. We got right now 6 funded accounts. 6 of them. 3 top 1 futures, 3 Ticktick Trader. That's what we're trading, guys. On both, by the way, you can have maximum discount with the coupon Scrambo at the checkout. Also, tutorial videos, reviews about both you can find on my YouTube channel. Rules and policies and all that stuff. Top 1 Futures is having their 150k account. 99% of the people buy this 150k. You can start cashing out as soon as you hit 2%. The trailing max drawdown, which is end of the day, it's $6,000. 2% of the account size is $3,000, right? So half of the trailing max draw, guys. That's crazy. Maximum 3 accounts, 20% consistency as usually. All these things are pretty general. Currently Project X, soon they will also have Tradeovate. We got some rejection from the weekly VWAP, which is absolutely normal, but that doesn't mean the market is not having strength for the upside. If it's to target highs, then of course level around 18,300s. If we go to the 1 hour, then 18,300s, 18,400s. Think about this high here, guys, where you also have the 200 EMA. I'm going to talk to you that way. Are we going to push 18,360s? I'm not sure if I've asked you that question, guys. I'm going to create a pool here. Are we going to 1860s, where we had basically the highs of the previous days, right, of the current week? 200 EMAs there. 18,600s. No, 18,360s. Not 600, 360s. 18, this week. What do you think about it, guys? This week. I mean, we got today, tomorrow, and Friday. Let me know what you think about. Ask at the pool right there. Big news tomorrow. Today as well. FOMC meeting minutes. Tomorrow, core CPI. Friday as well, core PPI. CPI and PPI will move the markets a lot. So I'm pretty enthusiastic about it. If it's bullish, if the markets are going to get that, you guys will see movements into 18,360s quite easily. It's down to the markets. As always. And by the way, tomorrow, Friday, we're doing a giveaway. Friday, we are doing a giveaway. What a nice retracement here, guys, and what a nice place here.
Order filled.
To play with a micro. Look at that. We're in a micro, and
Order
we're out of
filled.
this micro. We made $28. But that feels great. We're
Order
back in a
filled.
micro long. And
Order
we're out
filled.
of it. $15. We're
Order
back in a
filled.
micro long. And we're
Order
out
filled.
of it. $51, you can see that right there. This is how micro scalping works. So quickly, if this would have been a personal account, we had 28, 15, and 51. 45 plus 51, 45 plus 50 equals with about $95. And that is in 2 minutes. Which is good. Which is very good. And the way the market's open today, guys, I'm definitely expecting the bullishness to continue dominating. Appreciate guys for visiting. Make sure to like the video. Smash that like. Subscribe as well, streaming from Monday to Friday, 8:30 a.m. EST time. Retesting the weekly VWAP and a 200 EMA on 15 minute, guys. That 450 is the deal, is the big deal. Nvidia back above 100s. Nasdaq as well is looking for confirming the breakout of the VWAP, putting us on a very strong direction to the upside. That's something. That is really something. Close to 500 again. Huh. Crazy. Almost 2 hours of continuous pump. Is the reaction we actually need around here on 17,000? We need such reactions. Yet we need them to be very sustainable. A lot of potential here. And a great looking P&L. Let's have a look into the stats. Into the stats of the accounts. Have a look into that, guys. Look at this. We traded this one. We didn't trade it in March. We started on April. So this is the result on the account that we've got here, copy trading. This is the performance, this is the stats. We only have a single losing day, which is obviously not small, but it's actually 2 days of 3,000 and we had 3 days of 3,000. So even during the week we had 6,200 loss, we made 2,452 profit. If we make another 2 days right here on Thursday and Friday, successfully bringing this one to another 3 to 4 grand additional this week, we're going to end it into 14,000 plus. And that opens the doors for an extremely likely payout early next week. And this is copy traded, so the other account that is having a very similar situation. $100, $200 difference in the values, because that's how the copy trading works. It's not going to have you the same dollar. It's going to be an edge right there that will be missing. But this is a good ratio so far. So 7 days, a single loss. Great. FOMC in 4 hours from now. FOMC meeting minutes. Core CPI, core PPI is going to be huge, guys. Prepare for tomorrow. Prepare. We're going to start our streaming tomorrow a little bit earlier than the core CPI and core PPI is going to be announced at 8:30 EST. We're going to start our stream probably on, 10-15 minutes before that. I'd like to be live at a time it's going to be out there. I'd like to see if there is any way of speculating the situation and making money. So tomorrow we're going to start a little bit earlier. And that's the way it's going to go. Even earlier than we started today. Every single time I got the live stream scheduled on my YouTube channel, if you go to my channel, you will see the live stream scheduled. I'm usually scheduling that with an hour or 2 hours before. So 71% of the people consider we're going to 18,360s this week. Which is very promising. This is looking nice around the 500, guys. There's buying pressure here located. Definitely looking forward going higher in the way it's structurized. That's lovely. That is certainly lovely. Beautiful, guys. So we're gonna call it a day here. We're gonna call it a day and have a great time. Enjoy, basically, touching an important target for a copy traded 250k accounts on Ticktick. On Ticktick Trader, putting it to 260 grand, so we need a little more, and we're gonna be right there. If we succeed sorting out things tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, having a good time, we don't need exceptional days. We need, even average days are gonna be great. And then we're gonna be very likely for the payout early next week. And then as well, our top 1 futures is, it has recovered. We're just down 1,000 from the starting balance with a today's profit on 1,613. So that's quite comfortable too. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Looking forward to it. Appreciate your staying with me, guys. Thank you. Enjoy all the discounts. Enjoy whatever you guys consider. Appreciate it. Once again, we're breaking out at the time I'm leaving, but I gotta leave quickly, going to tennis, playing tennis right now, and gotta train, playing tennis with my trainer. Have to prepare. You guys from the US, I gotta visit you with a US Open. I gotta visit you with a US Open at some point. I gotta visit all our great members. Beautiful. Have a great time. Looking forward tomorrow. Talk to you soon.